1 year from now, a newly elected president will be preparing to take office. You can expect plenty of political maneuvering between now and next January. So what's going to shape this coming political year? My next guest is a man with big questions and some big answers. I want to bring in historian and Princeton University professor Julian Zelizer. And Julian, you wrote a CNN.com opinion piece. This outlines your most important political questions for 2016. I want to start with this one. You wrote, "How much can executive power accomplish?" And we know now, Julian, that the president
That's the trifecta of policies where we'll see this move forward.
Okay, so before I read this next question, I do want to play some sound from a Trump supporter who's getting tossed from a Bernie Sanders event today.
Here's a Trump supporter worried about Mr. Trump's money. I say to Mr. Trump and his supporters that the billionaires in this country will not continue to own this nation.
Okay, so the economy is obviously a big issue there on both sides of the ticket. How is the economy going to recover? This is your question. How will that affect Dems and Republicans vying for the White House?
Well, the economy has been recovering, and all the major signs have been positive, which obviously helps the Democrats, helps the incumbent party. The problem is it's a weak recovery, meaning it's a recovery where many middle-class Americans don't feel successful and don't feel secure. And that's exactly what Donald Trump is trying to tap into. It's exactly what Bernie Sanders is trying to tap into. So it's important Hillary Clinton doesn't just praise the kind of recovery numbers we've seen, but talk about how this country can provide a much more solid foundation to economic growth than we've had.
Final question, and this one's really interesting to me. Can Hillary Clinton overcome the third-term blues?
It's a big one. You know, other than George H.W. Bush, there's been a difficulty with vice presidents following incumbent presidents. And in some ways, as Secretary of State, she finds this. She has to find ways to distance herself from some of the unpopular positions of Obama and some of the problem areas like Syria, without totally subverting and denigrating the administration of which she was a part of. So this is going to be a big general election challenge for her. It's not as much of an issue, I think, in the primaries.
It is going to be a big political year. I'm just glad it's finally here. Julian Zelizer, thank you so much. I'm sure you are as well.
Thank you.